Hi. In this video, I'm going to talk about what are the prerequisites if you want to do quantitative finance. So if you're, looking forward to work in quantitative finance and you want to do a course, you want to, enroll for a master's degree, or you want to do any certification, I think what are the important things that you need, as prerequisites before even you start doing the course, or you start learning on your own, or you enroll for a master's program in a university, right? So there are quite a number of things actually you should first do before you start learning about quantitative finance. I'm going to talk about some of these prerequisites. Okay. So as you know that quantitative finance is very mathematical in nature. Broadly, we can say that quantitative finance combines your mathematical skills, your coding skills, and your knowledge of finance, right? So mathematics, understanding of many mathematical topics, statistical topics, and you should have fair bit of coding experience, and you should have good knowledge of various areas of finance, lending, trading, but also much more than that, right? There is some overlap with data science. Nowadays I think a lot of people are working in data science, but quant finance is many ways different actually from data science, because of a lot of the domain specific models which can be more mathematical compared to those machine learning models that you probably have learned as part of the data science course you probably have done. So it's a lot more mathematical, a lot more theoretical actually. So understanding of mathematics is very important therefore. They're also needed for machine learning model development, but the thing is that when you learn machine learning, the emphasis is more about applications, less about theory, whereas in quant finance, theory is also important beside the applications. So understanding of math is therefore more important. You need to have better understanding of mathematical concept compared to what you would need in order to do a data science course, right? So quant finance is also different, the way you build models, right? And the regulatory requirements, the nature of the work is also different, and I'm going to talk about how it's a bit different, and why the prerequisites are also a bit different compared to other fields such as software engineering or data science, right? Quant finance is very interdisciplinary, right? It takes topics from many academic areas, mathematics, statistics, machine learning, AI, finance, accounting, risk management, economics, coding, even nowadays psychology as well. It's such a vast area, and it's practically impossible to cover all the topics from these many areas. What is important therefore is to know actually how much to learn, how much not to learn, and to what extent you need to learn, right? You cannot simply go into the depth for each and every single topic. That is not at all required. And you also need to know how much to sort of use in the real world. What are the things which are used in the real world? Not every accounting topic is used in quant finance. Not every mathematical or statistical topics are used in the field of finance. So you need to know actually which ones are used, and the focus should therefore be on those topics. Okay. On the mathematics side, right? If you want to do a course in quantitative finance, or you want to enroll for a quant finance master's program, you need to have solid understanding of calculus, right? Integral calculus, differential calculus, very important, right? You need to also have understanding of set theory, relation function, limits, those concepts, things that you have studied as in high school. Solid understanding of algebra does help in anything and everything that you do that is related to computing. Numerical analysis, probably haven't done numerical analysis, but good to have some understanding of numerical analysis, have understanding of differential equation. If you also understand Boolean algebra, really helpful actually if you have done any Boolean algebra in the past. These concepts are, these mathematical concepts are very important. And if you have done some engineering or science degree, I'm sure you have learned these things. But if you haven't done even, I think you can always learn. Go to Khan Academy, learn from there. These concepts are covered in many of the videos on Khan Academy. There are all the other resources also on YouTube, also on the web, where you can learn many things. Right, on the statistics side, you need to have some understanding of statistical theory actually, right? Whether it's about sampling, the types of sampling, how to do sampling, design of experiment using sampling, hypothesis testing, some of the basic concepts, how to analyze data, understanding of mean, median, mode, distribution of the data, plotting data, right? How to plot histogram, bar chart, all that, how to interpret results. These concepts may look very simple to you if you have done some scientific engineering study, but for many people these things can also be a bit intimidating initially, right? So good to have understanding of these things. I will highly recommend you to do a statistics course, actually a couple of weeks of statistics course before you enroll for a quant finance program, right? Okay, and if you want to know finance, actually a lot of people who work in quant, they have no idea about finance. They have never done trading, they have never taken a loan, they have never many of them haven't even used a credit card in life, have never been to a physical bank, especially the new generation who are doing everything on their phone. So how do you then work in quant finance if you have never really have used any of this? So it's good to therefore have some understanding of finance per se, and finance is a very vast field. So if you want to look corporate finance, that itself takes a semester, right? How much corporate finance you need to know, how much risk management you need to know, how much market microstructure or international finance you need to know. So that's a very tricky thing, right? So but before you even start with quant finance, it's good to have some basic understanding. You probably can just go through the Wikipedia pages or use ChatGPT or any of these things to understand the loan product, the different types of loans, the different types of trading product, market product, understanding of some lending activities and trading activities. Very, very important. You can easily do that, actually watch some YouTube videos, go through some blogs, use ChatGPT just to understand the basics, or you can also just go through some of the Wikipedia pages. I do that actually a lot. When I started, I used to start with the Wikipedia page of a given topic. That's the best way to get the summary of a given topic. But obviously there are better tools nowadays, better platforms nowadays. All right, on the mathematical side, on the coding side, you need to have some experience with mathematical coding, right? Doing the matrix operation. If I've done that using SAS or MATLAB or R or Octave, any of these platforms, then I think it's really useful. Many people who have done software engineering, they have no experience with mathematical coding. Mathematical coding can be a bit different. Try just doing some basic things like matrix multiplication, finding the inverse of a matrix, solving set of linear equations using matrix, using any of these coding language, SAS, MATLAB. All that is good. If you have done objective oriented coding, that's really good. People come from a research background, they probably haven't even heard, many of them even haven't heard about object-oriented programming, but people coming from a software engineering background, I'm sure they have done all of this. So good to have some knowledge of that. If you know data structure algorithm, good to know, it's really good. People who do not come from a computer science background, they struggle with data structure algorithm, but nothing wrong in going through some of that, although it's not required in many quant areas. But you can go through some of the basics, right? One other prerequisite is perhaps the most important prerequisite, right? Before you do anything actually in the world of finance, is that you need to have. So finance is a very applied field. Any finance, right? Not be just quant finance, but any finance is quite applied in nature. You are not going to do research there. Okay, so just to be sure, there will be regulations in place. You do not have to be creative. So in a field of finance, you should not be very creative. If you are very creative, chances are that you will you will not do well. Actually, it's not like working in Google or Microsoft where you will get some time to do research and come up with your research output and publish it. All that is not done in the field of finance. In the field of finance, you just do what is needed to be done. That's it. You don't think anything beyond that. So those soft skills are very important. Therefore, how to manage stakeholders, how to manage expectations, right? How to manage expectations of the stakeholders. Communication skill, how much to communicate, how frequently to communicate, how to even dress up well, right? These things are very important. Unlike in tech companies, you can wear anything. You cannot do that in the field of finance, right? Although it's changing a bit. It used to be quite different when I started, but things have changed over time. I think people are now more receptive to any kinds of dressing style, all of that. So why this is a prerequisite is simply because people coming from more tech sort of background, tech or research background, they think that quant finance is just another tech skill. Not true. The field of finance is very different actually from the field of tech. Keep that in mind. Actually, there is some level of sophistication actually in the field of finance, and you read some level of not of sophistication but all of elegance. Well, some might even differ to that, but you need to have that. Actually, you should be able to write reasonably well. A lot of the things that you build, you need to communicate using layman language, not academic language, but language that is understood by normal people. So you should be able to write technical topics in non-technical ways. Many people in finance will not understand the quant models or the results from the quant models, but you should be able to explain to them. Presentation skills are super important actually in any career actually nowadays, but certainly in the field of quant finance, because anything and everything you do, you will be presenting it to a number of people, number of stakeholders, sometimes very senior stakeholders, sometimes people who will be challenging you. You will be presenting your work to auditors, to validators, to regulators, and so on and so forth. So presentation skills therefore are very, very, very important. Okay. Some frequently asked questions, right? Some people say, is knowledge of economics a prerequisite? I wouldn't say it's a prerequisite, but if I've done any economics course, I think it's really helpful. Especially some knowledge of micro and macroeconomics does help. That's been my that's something I feel. Although I do recognize that most people who work in the quant field have never taken economics course. Economics is very theoretical actually. The micro and macroeconomics are very theoretical, so you probably won't find that useful. But nothing wrong in doing a short course, maybe a week long short course on economics. That really is going to help you later on if you do a master's degree in quant finance. If you really do need the math heavy degrees, right? Is that a prerequisite? Not always, but depends, right? If you have an economics degree, even an arts degree, you can do that as long as if you're willing to put in some effort to improve your mathematical skills. Many people with economics background, which is not a scientific subject, I would say, they do better than the many people coming from engineering and science background. So I even know people coming from accounting background doing very well in quant finance. So yeah, anybody can do that as long as you're willing to put in effort to learn some mathematical skills. But do you need software engineering level coding skill? No, you don't need that actually. That's one misconception. Although for some of the quant areas, you will be needing software development level coding skills, for example, in implementation areas. But for many quant areas, your skills in mathematical coding will be more important. Some coding knowledge always helps, and you should do some coding actually before even you start quant finance. If you do a master's level quant finance, financial engineering, you don't need coding actually. They don't even teach coding actually in master's program. That's a very unfortunate thing, by the way. But then most of the academicians are also not good in coding, so they don't bother about that. So but if you really want to work in the industry, you need coding. That's a must thing. So yeah, learn some coding actually, at least the basic coding, right? At least how to manipulate numbers, how to manipulate data, right? So the data analysis part is only important. You don't have to have knowledge of software development, although it does help if you have that knowledge. All right, these are some of the things I wanted to share with you. These prerequisites, most of it are covered in my course, in the Quant Finance course that I have. So if you are interested, let me know. You can reach out to me on this WhatsApp number, or you can just email me. I will revert back with the details. It's the course. This course is a very comprehensive, beginner friendly, but it does cover a lot of important topics in the quant finance. Well, it strikes a balance between theory and applications. I've used so many case studies from the industry, so I'm sure it's going to help you if you really want to make a career in quant finance. Thanks.